Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, and
Brandy.
That's it?
That's it.
That's just all there is?
That's it.
Wow, that's kind of disappointing, honey. Will it stay like that?
Well, maybe.
He's hanging up my makeup mirror so that he can shave. So I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to that real quick. All the time. He was growing out his he was just letting his beard and everything go because he'd never gotten really a chance to do that. Always, you know, working in the retail field. At least in Wyoming, if you're working in retail, they like you to be pretty clean shaven, and if you have a beard, have it very neatly trimmed. So he was just kind of letting it go because he could. Well, he has a lot of facial hair as it is, and it comes in very thick, and it was just, wasn't it itching and everything?
It was itching and
driving him nuts.
Serious bad dandruff.
So he had me, I did have the small handheld battery operated clipper still, and so he had me cut it down to a goatee and closely trim it. So he said it feels a lot cooler already, but he's getting ready to shave, you know, this area and stuff where I took off the beard. You know, so he needed a mirror, and I said, well, why don't you use my makeup mirror? And he was hanging it up so he could do that. Let's see, what we had yesterday after I got done talking with you guys. We took naps. We tried to take naps. Neither one could sleep. And then we made chicken fajitas, which were really good. We used some of that boneless chicken thighs and sweet bell peppers and onions, and it was really good. And then I did some looming, and I had some internet. I get so excited whenever I have internet. And so I had some internet. No, the thing hasn't come in. I don't know if it's come in or not. The router modem.
UPS usually doesn't deliver till after 3.
UPS usually doesn't deliver till after 3. That's why I hadn't asked him to check. So I OD'd on watching a bunch of videos, kind of catching up with y'all. And I did some looming.
Y'all?
Y'all. Yeah, I'm living in the South now. So I got some more of those headbands done. This is that one I was telling you guys about. Again, none of the ends are tucked in, and none of the flowers are attached. This is I know it shows up orange, but this is one of the bright fluorescent pink with black. This one is cream color on red. And this one is a cute little one I really like. It's some of that baby yarn, that pipsqueak, I believe it's called. And this is the variegated yellow, very nice and soft and fuzzy. And then I'm making one right now out of this yarn, which I really love. Yeah, I did say the wrapper on it. Mosquito Valley had talked about loops and thread, so had some other of my friends, and so a while back, way before we moved, had bought some and fell in love with it. Of course, I love the loops and thread Charisma. That's what this right here is. And let's see, what color is it? What color are you? What color are you? This color is called Passion. It's 38 Passion. And it is very nice. And it has a bulky number 5. And like I said, I really like it. I'm almost done with another headband on that. So, let's see, 10, 11, 12. So I have 4 more to go, including the one that is on my loom right now. And then I'll have the headband portion done of that order. The next headbands I'm making on that order, I'm going to be using some of this Sundance tulip fills that I got from Hirschner's when they were having a sale. This was $1 a skein. This is their number 6 bulky. You can't really see, it's not really picking up the colors, but there's pink, aqua blues, and purples, and then lavenders. Very pretty. And another headband I'm going to be using is this. It's let's see, what was the name of this one? I didn't tell you guys. Hyannises. This one is called Flaming Kiss. Isn't that pretty? That reminds me of like the fairgrounds. And then the last one that I'm making for headbands to complete that order is this one, and it is called Pastel Mix. It is light and dark grays with very pastel colors of pink, oranges, greens, and blues, and some lavender. It's very pretty, so I'm excited. I get so excited when my husband, as he has, you guys know, he showed a picture. I had bags. It's a big vacuum bag of yarn that I had been buying for years on sale. I'm so glad I have it because, you know, now I don't have to go, you know, buy a bunch of yarn. And it's like a big surprise every time he brings in a bag. So I asked him last night, I said, can you bring in a bag of yarn? Because he has a couple bags in the, what we call the basement of the RV, the outdoor storage part. And he brought in, and I was just, this morning, I was just having a ball with it. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. And today, Brad has done laundry, and then I need to go back and fold it all and put it all away. That's how we do that. He takes the laundry and he does it. You know, we both gather it up. He takes it and he does it, and then I fold it all, put it all away. Works out well for us. And we cleaned house. I haven't said too much before, but I don't know if any of you all buy the Walmart brand of their clumping cat litter. I think it sucks. Let's be honest. And I've been using it for about 2 months now, and it is just like using standard cat litter almost. It does not clump at all. And
I thought we could have just got sand off the beach.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, because it didn't hold the urine balls at all or anything, and the odor and stuff. So I went back, and this time when we were buying for the month, I bought a big bucket of the Tidy Cat. And I can tell you a world of difference. So much nicer. And I mean, I'll end up spending less because we were just blowing through. When I was scooping that cat litter, it was just like that I need to empty out the entire pan every time I did it. So I'll end up using less. So I learned my lesson. I'm not buying Walmart's cheap brand of clumping cat litter ever again. You know. And no, I don't have one of those manual, you know, or automatic cat litter thingy. I am the pooper scooper.
You are the
Brad's the pooper scooper outside. I'm the pooper scooper for the cat litter box.
You are the automatic pooper scooper.
I am. Twice a week. Because we only have 2 cats, so twice a week. Go in and take care of that mess. And because I use that, and then I sprinkle baking soda, and that helps too. And it works well. You can't, you know, you're not going to open up our RV and go, oh my God, they have cats.
They have 27 cats.
Then we use that Hearts, I already threw away the wrapper, but the Hearts, flea and tick. I showed you guys we bought a big box, and then I divide it between the 4 dogs, you know, and it's the gel that you run down their back, and it lasts a month. And that stuff was really nice. It had a nice lemony smell. It didn't smell chemically or anything. So it was really a nice treat, huh, honey?
Yeah, well, you know, you noticed that, or you remember that after I came in last night, you know, it'd been a couple hours after we dosed them up.
Yeah.
I came in a couple hours later and it still smelled really nice in here.
Is that little garbage can around?
Last time I saw it was back in that area.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's right here.
I didn't know if that box was in there. Yeah, it is. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Actually, it's not hearts, it's sergeants. And you're not supposed to use it on cats, of course. It's a squeeze-on for dogs. And like I said, we buy a package of this. It's for 66 pounds and over. But, like I said, we split one of the vials between the two little girls. And, you know, this stuff is really working well, though. We do it once a month. But it works well because they're not getting bit by fleas. I mean, we weren't worried about ticks because they're not going into brush and stuff right now. But, you know, the flies and stuff. But, you know, they're not bugging the animals at all, you know. And like I said, this had a really nice, pleasant smell. A nice lemony smell. So, you know, this is $4.95 at... Was it $4.95?
Yep.
At Dollar General. We would definitely be buying this every month for the dogs. It's worth the investment. Gotta take care of your critters. You know.
Trying to be quiet.
Oh, every time I make a video, girlfriend.
I know.
Oh, look I can see your dimples again. I missed your dimples. Come show everybody your mug-a-lug.
Nope.
Can you even go over the top?
They won't be able to see me far enough.
Can you go back that way?
Nope.
No? Oh my God. See what I live with?
Yeah, you know what's scary though?
What?
Because I'm the normal one.
Yeah. You really believe that?
Yeah.
Wow. So tonight we're making ribs.
Years ago, I did go to see a therapist or a psychiatrist because I thought I was really, really not right in the head.
Yeah.
And after the second visit and a direct quote without using the profanity, he said I wasn't effed up enough to see him.
Yeah, I still like know if that man's practicing or not. But
he is.
Anyway, will you make some iced tea too, hun?
We don't have anywhere to stick it. The fridge is full. No room in the inn.
So I just don't get any iced tea ever again? Nice. No iced tea for me.
Unless, because I hate to just leave it out.
Yeah, because it gets...
Yeah.
Albino. Anyway, we'll have to work on that.
Oh.
It is what it is. Yeah, so we're making barbecue ribs tonight, and I'm making potato salad, and I'm also slicing up cucumber to have with it. And I've also decided, because it's like I wanted to bake some banana bread, because, you know, I have some bananas that are really ripe now, and, you know, so I wanted to make some banana bread. I'm going to start baking at night because it's just too blessed hot in the daytime to be heating this up anymore. It's just now starting to cool off. When it gets to be almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun now is no longer beating on. What side of the RV is this, honey?
That is the east side.
No longer coming in from the east and stuff. So then, if you notice, honey, it's starting to cool off in here some. So, plus I wet my t-shirt. No, I wasn't trying to have a wet t-shirt contest. But that really does help. That's one of the tricks that really does help keep you cool, because it is quite warm here. I don't know if I ever did the weather or not. I don't think I did. Did I even tell you guys it was July 6th, Wednesday? I don't know. It's 91 degrees. Real feel is 105. The high will be 93. Low will be 77. It is not... Real feel has come down. This morning it was 109. You know. So, you know, we're handling it pretty well. It's different than the dry heat. You know. But one of the things that still does work, and I know people laugh and stuff, but wetting your t-shirt down, whether it's with a squirt bottle, or you put, you know, putting some water on your shirt, or you taking your shirt off and running it under the tap and then putting it back on, and then have a fan on you, it really does cool you off, even in the humidity, like right now. Another thing that we do is we freshen up quite often with baby wipes, even, you know, even around your neck and your face. under your arms, wherever. It's nice and cooling. Anything with mint in it, lotion-wise, is very cooling and very soothing. Also, the bugs hate it. The flies hate it. It really helps. So, that's just some of my little tips. Why do you think that they drink, mint tea and stuff? Because it's cooling. So, eucalyptus is another good one to combat the flies and stuff. Plus it helps with your breathing if you're having some problems with your asthma or whatever. Like right now I have some eucalyptus tarts going in my tart burner. I still use my tart burner all the time, my electric one, every day. Don't I, honey?
Yes, you do.
Instead of having all the multiple ones, remember back in Wyoming I had them in each bedroom, the bathroom, the front room, stuff. Now I just have one because it's the smallest space. I still do my incense almost every day. So getting it like home. We're hoping that within 6 months from when we have moved here that we will hopefully be in some kind of a normal home. We're hoping. It's a very multi-year, but it is difficult living full-time in an RV, no matter how well you think it out and stuff. I mean, if you work on a lot from your RV, it will make a big difference. But when you're not, yeah. And if you have a lot of animals, or if you're doing a lot of crafts like I do, because you consider how much art supply the normal artist will have and then condense it down. I had a studio and now I'm doing just a normal little area, and the same way with the yarn and stuff. I mean, it is what it is and we're not complaining, but we do have dreams. We do have goals, right, honey?
That's right, baby. And my dream is not to live here long term.
Yeah, we don't want to be like some of the people here that even as nice as they are, I don't want to be doing 9 years here.
No.
I mean, for what we're paying for lot rent and stuff, we could pay the same for land. Even if you're still living in your RV on land, you'll be able to build sheds and stuff with locks, even an outdoor studio with a roof, so if it was raining I could still work. Brad would be able to build a workshop and stuff. We'd be able to put up some fencing for the dogs to run and stuff, which would be nice. So, we have dreams and hope like everybody else. Anything else, honey?
I think
This month is going much better. Right?
Yes, it is.
I mailed out an order for paintings. A dear friend of mine had bought a set of 3 paintings and mailed those off, and mailed off another happy, I call it comfort mail or whatever, somebody's having a hard time. Mail that off. And sometime this week we're going to mail off the package to my grandson. We haven't really talked about that yet. And
probably do that tomorrow.
Okay, well we have to get money out to put in there.
Okay.
And then we have doctor appointments tomorrow afternoon, which we're actually looking forward to. And I do not know what I did, but I really majorly messed up my knee. And I did not fall. I don't remember twisting it. This is the same knee I've had so many problems with. I've had problems with it since years ago. I went roller skating with my kids, and I crashed hard. I was showing them tricks and stuff. They're amazed. Wow, Mom, cool. They had no idea I could do all these dance moves and these swirls and skate sideways and backwards and all this stuff. Well, got a little too overconfident. Hadn't roller skated in 20 years, and I hit hard. And then I got up and I kept skating. Well, then I looked down about half hour later, and my knee was so swollen up. I went into their little office area, and the lady handed me an ice pack, and she goes, "Oh my God, you've got to go to the ER." Well, of course I didn't, because, I should have.
Explain that one to him, huh?
Yeah, and ever since then, and I used to do a lot of dancing, a lot of roller skating, and that kind of stuff. And so I've messed up that knee somewhere along the route, like we all have messed up body parts. So good thing we're going to the doctor, because I can hardly walk and it's very painful. I actually sat up last night for a while and cried in bed because it hurt that bad. And I can take a lot of pain. Right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
But it just hurt that bad. He was having a very painful day yesterday with his back. We finally put the TENS unit on. I'm kind of wondering the way he's sitting right now if we're going to need to put it on again. That gave him some relief. You know, so it's time to get into the doctor, get back on our medications, and get the ball rolling. There's only a little bit they can do because we don't have insurance yet. We're still working on that. It's taking a month of Sundays to get that done. But, you know, at least, you know, we'll get the ball rolling on some stuff. So it's all good.
Well, and you always just want to feel normal.
That ain't never going to happen. Nah. I call it the new normal, though, because we're never going to feel like we did 10 years ago.
No.
Yeah. So it's the new normal. It's not uncommon at all. My friend Stacy, you know, I talk about Stacy and the humper.
Mm-hmm.
She has very bad knee problems, too.
Okay.
That's why she has a scooter and stuff. She even gets the injections in her knees, which I guess can really hurt.
Is that the cortisone injection?
Yeah.
I might.
It helps.
I know,
you know,
I might be a wuss, but God, all the horror stories, that's another one of those things.
Well, I know, but people shouldn't tell you horror stories because then you get...
But they do.
I know. And then people wonder why I never tell them personal horror stories about medical stuff I've gone through because I don't need to scare anybody.
Yeah.
You know, I know people that have gotten cortisone injections in their back and had great success, and then some that haven't. I know women that have had epidurals in their back and had it mess up their spine. Now, we had 2 daughters that had it, and it didn't hurt them any. Both of our daughters had that when they had their kids.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. You know, so I mean, I don't like telling big horror stories. My mother did that to me years ago. I had to have my gallbladder out, and I was only, 25 maybe?
I was thinking 20, yeah, probably.
And she had major complications with her gallbladder coming out. But she had waited way too long, and it was a massive infection, etc., etc. She's telling me all these horror stories. Now, I remembered it anyway, because I was in junior high when it happened, but I didn't need her horror stories. I didn't have any problem. In fact, they let me out a day early, you know, but, yeah.
Well, it's like, you know, when you're working storefront retail, you know, if people are talking, you say, yeah, I got to go and see the doctor about my back, and then they've got to tell, you know,
their horror story.
Yeah, I got to go see the doctor about a pimple. Well, my uncle died because he went to the doctor about a pimple.
Right, you know. Yeah, we all have family that has had a simple procedure and had bad consequences, maybe even resulting in their death. But let's not tell everybody else that, because there's millions of people that have the same procedure that don't have a problem at all. You know, so.
Yeah.
Let's just pray for everybody and just wish them well and not tell them the horror stories, because, yeah. You know, everybody's scared enough. You know, and my friend, another Stacy that lives in Wyoming, had, she went in to have LASIK surgery, or preliminary testing for the LASIK surgery. Thank goodness they do that. And they found out that she has a condition where she's going blind. And one eye, the only way that she'll be able to ever see again, is that far advanced, is a corneal transplant. So she's on a donor, you know, on the list for a donor, you know. The other one is a kind of a cross corneal linking something. They may be able to stop the progression of the disease in the other eye. And she's a young woman, doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, you know, sweetheart, and, you know, never can tell. You know. So we'll be keeping to pray for her. She had her surgery yesterday, said it was a rough one. So, right, hon?
Right? You know, that there's nothing. I think I could do anything but allow them to operate on my eyes.
Well, let's not start that because a lot of people do.
I know, but I mean, for me.
I don't know. You considered it before.
I know.
You considered having LASIK before and probably would have if we could have afforded it.
And then I
That used to be one of our goals.
And then I wussed out.
Oh, I didn't know you had wussed out. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to get off here because I need to go. No, I do, honey. I need to go.
I know, sweetie.
Okay?
Okay.
I love you guys, and I cherish your friendship, and I think you're all awesome. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.